Are these bullet holes? Are your kids prepared for war, man? Like this here, where? How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to Republica Moldova. Bună dimineața! This is the place where we will celebrate the New Year's Day, although not exactly this one here. The thing is that I have been invited here. Do you remember the last video when we were walking outside the headquarters of the Communist Party of Athens? I told you that I don't necessarily agree with anything they say in there, but I do have a couple of friends. Well, these couple of friends invited us here, me and all of you. And you see the flipping weather, man. You can't expect for something better in Christmas, right? So Chisinau, much like any other capital city in our world, with some self-respect, has an obelisk. Chisinau being directly influenced by the Egyptians. This flipping obelisk here is a tribute to the Bulgarian volunteers, which right here in this city, together with Romanian and Russian soldiers, helped to get rid of the Ottoman rule in Bulgaria. Now, all that being said, I still don't understand why on earth we represent this with a flipping obelisk. Moscovi? Is it Moscovi? Look at this, we have the spare tire in the Moscovi. We have some hair hanging from the mirror and a chicken. This is already a wonderful vehicle. I have been to Chișinău before. I think it's close to 20 years, but if you ask me if I remember anything, I don't. What's going on with these stairs, man? Look at this. Now, let me show you this, man, because we have to pay our tribute, you know? Most of you, probably all of you, know Mr. Bold. So let's pay tribute to his legacy with this massive mosaic one, which, by the way, is in horrible state. I mean, look at this. What's going on here? It has suffered some great deal of destruction. Check this out. This citizen has lost his face. Bloody hell, this is gorgeous. The Moldovans are extremely romantic. That abandoned building with the national colors of Romania and Moldova, to be fair, is packed with messages of love and romance. So here's the thing, right? When these two invited me here, I decided to come because I think it's kind of cool to change the year, to celebrate the new year in a country that doesn't exist. Not formally, at least. It kind of feels like Alice in Wonderland, you know, without the hallucinogenics. '25 of October Street and Lenin Street. What are we all thinking about good old Lenin Street? Welcome to Transnistria, everybody. Pridnestrovie. It is here that we will have our New Year's Eve and welcome 2026. Are these really gas pipes, man? So this is our hostel, apparently. Let's Ole. So there you have it, man. Pridnestrovian playgrounds. What do you not think about that hostel, man? I mean, I cannot believe how Tovarищ Lenin is being sold to tourists like that. This is Pridnestrovian money. 100 ruble. They are very small. They remind me of Monopoly money.
Соціалістський, совєтський, слава союзський, совєтський, соціалістський республік.
Dom Sovietov, the house of the Soviet.
Σταμάτα να κλωτσάς. Γιατί? Αυτό δεν είναι ο σκοπός.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Have a look at the room. This is where me and one other are staying in this kingdom of the Soviet. The building next to me is the headquarters of the main ruling corporation of this city, country or non-country, Sheriff Corporation, which sheriff headquarters is situated right next to the town city hall. Look at this, Dom Sovetov. Let's make a selfie with Mr. Lenin. Making a selfie with Lenin is not a very difficult task, man, here. Everybody has a Lenin here. Okay, explain, what is this?
I really don't know.
Oh, nothing más, you're communist. Are priests communists or what? What's happening?
Of course, the Archbishop of Tiraspol.
Tell me about the whole tradition with all this metal on his uniform.
He was a Soviet hero.
Hero, okay, yeah. More metal over there.
Yeah, that's a marshal.
Marshal, yes. And a cosmonaut. Woo! Finally. Look at this, man. So all these fine chaps behind me are the honorary citizens of Tiraspol. So what do you guys think? Isn't it fascinating that the headquarters of the company that actually rules this land here is next to the dome? Interesting, isn't it? Who are these people? Laureate. It is to our understanding that these people are the ones who excelled for the year 2025 in Tiraspol. And they are honored here between the Soviet Duma and the headquarters of Sheriff Corporation.
Alcoholic strips.
Είναι και παραλία.
Ναι, εδώ κάνει να πάνε το καλοκαίρι.
So those are bullets on his face. Look at this. How dare they? Who shot Vladimir? So this is the cultural center. Let's see if it's open. Look at this. So look, I totally understand the fascination of the thing now. It doesn't really transcend through the camera, but I mean, this is history, you know? Look at this and look at the colors here. I wonder if this was not finished or just destroyed with the time. Who knows? Amazing place. Very happy to have been here. It's interesting, you know? I kind of understand the fascination of people who visit these places maniacally, you know, and all the old Soviet relics. Very, very interesting. So this is a place very close to Tiraspol. I mean, it was something like 10 minutes by car. Chisinau is famous for its monastery and, as you can see, for old Soviet relics. And what do we reckon, man, with the bust of Lenin and all those bullets from the Moldavian army? The war was short here in Transnistria. It lasted a couple of months or something, 3 months, something like that. But it created this status quo with Transnistria being as it is now, you know, and it's recognized by just a couple of other breakaway areas. I think it's Ossetia, I think, or Abkhazia, places like that. So yeah, this is the monastery of the place. But I tell you what, man, it's cold and a lot of wind. So when I was a kid, I remember watching all these films by Tarkovsky. I tell you what, entering this church was a very Tarkovskian feeling for me. We're going up the bell tower. It's cold. Like, whoa, like very cold. Look at this, man. So check out all the Katyushas, isn't it? So this is essentially the place where they remember the defeat of the Germans and the Romanians, mind you, during the Second World War back in 1944. All the big and famous weapons of the Red Army are represented on these walls, which Romanians, by the way, consider this whole territory as their own. The concept of Great Romania and all, you know, especially this part, Basarabia. What do you reckon about the weather, man? Look at this. We left with a glorious sun, and now we are in this situation. Woo! I'm getting the grip of all this communist, Soviet... Look, just look. This is the place for the eternal flame, which is not so eternal anymore. So essentially the thing is a very big block of cement. And in case you're wondering how far Ukraine is, so Tiraspol is here. This is the river, Dniester, and this is Odessa. The Ukrainians were in the front line. The same Ukrainians that are now fighting the Russians, but that's another story. Different times, different eras.
Thank you very much.
Кока-кола налить? Кола?
No. There's cola single.
No, Vlad, thank you very much.
Не, Pridnestrovie кола. It's very good.
No, keep it.
Cheers, everybody!
Cheers.
Na zdrowie!
What do you usually drink here?
So this is the monument of labor. Do you remember when we were in Athens? We saw all these bullets from the December incidents. Well, look at this. The sheer quantity of all these bullet shots from over there, somewhere. Flipping hell, somebody was hiding in this building and somebody was very mad at them. So according to the driver, it was actually students hiding in there. It's turning more and more macabre. Let me show you this one. I mean, first of all, look at this. This is a memorial of an execution of railway workers. It was the Romanian army who executed these train workers back in 1918. But what's absolutely insane is the inscription here. It's a Cyrillic inscription of Romanian language. For example, this is the word memoria. Memoria faptelor eroice feroviarilor anul 1919. Incredible. I could never believe that I would read Romanian in Cyrillic, man. Flipping impressive. As for this train, this is essentially a Soviet train from the Second World War. Combat train. A train station witness to fightings, executions, deportations by the KGB. I'm not sure how many statues of Lenin we've seen, man. I mean, what is this? And apparently this is a brand new one. It looks very fresh, doesn't it? Right. So here we are in the center of Benderei to have lunch. Yeah. Πού με φέρατε γάμο. Adi Hellman, here we are with our Transnistrian Pridnestrovian whiskey outside of the Sheriff gas station. Now, we stopped here. I mean, I stopped here, the others left. They abandoned me because we are in front of the stadium of Sheriff Tiraspol. You remember this team, don't you? The team that beat Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. And nobody could believe it. This is it, their stadium, over there. Flipping hell, the snow is outrageous. Unfortunately, there is this fence, but you can see, right? Look at this, the emblem of Sheriff. To be fair, there are some cars there. I wonder if I can get in somehow. I cannot believe that they left me like that, man. Hi, possible visit stadium?
No.
Out, like this?
No.
Okay. Спасибо. So this gentleman doesn't want to let us visit. There is a strong negativity in this place, man. I mean, I saw it also outside of government buildings. People are not very happy to let you take photos of such buildings. Further down the road is the supermarket, the hypermarket of the same company that has given the name to this football club. I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm freezing. I am literally freezing here. But yeah, it's impossible to finish a video on Tiraspol without showcasing this thing, man. I mean, look at this massive supermarket. And Sheriff, it's not only the team, and it's not only the supermarket or the gas station back there. It's everything. I mean, they even built a church, apartment buildings. It's crazy. Bloody hell, man. So this place is very similar to IKEA. But I cannot... They don't have a place to serve some coffee. Anyway, let's walk back. So here's what I think, right? You have this no country that absolutely oversells communism, essentially to us, right? To tourists on one hand. And on the other hand, you have one company, like literally one company ruling the place. I mean, you can't imagine what kind of mess this sheriff has created. I mean, they are allegedly all this. I'm not sure. I have absolutely no idea if they have been convicted of anything. But allegedly, they are into all kinds of shady business, you know? Anyway, it doesn't really sound communist. That's what I'm trying to say. Are these buildings associated with Russia, man? I mean, I keep seeing Russian flags, you know? behind this fence. And we are back. Check out, man, all the installation here with the gas pipes, the flipping gas pipes that reach all over the countryside of Pridnestrovie. According to our driver, the gas from Russia problem is not affecting the people. It only affects the factories, which is a good thing. Not affecting the people like me. How are we doing, everybody? So we are 10 minutes past 11 o'clock, 31st of December 2025. And the local Pridnestrovians are celebrating the changing of the year in Moscow. Now, let's go out and help them change the year here in Tiraspol. What are you telling me, man? This is the festive Tiraspol celebration. It's absolutely empty. Where is everybody? Where are the people? The people. Ultra sheriff. We have drunk a little bit. So, where are the people? Where are the festivities for the new year? We're all right, aren't we? Check out Catherine, man. Check out Ekaterina. Flipping hell, man. Catherine. What are you telling me? Is this a good thumbnail, man?
Я вам песенку спою про 5 минут. Эту песенку мою пускай поют очень много. Скоро научиться, скоро все случится. Уже недолго, скоро будет елка. Песенку спою, привет с Новым годом. Приходит Новый год к нам, и можно свободно ожидать чего угодно. Часы 12 бьют. Успевайте загадать самое заветное желание! Новый год настает, с Новым годом, с новым счастьем, движемся вперед, старый год уже. Вот и пришел к нам Новый год, год огненной лошади. Здравствуй, дорогая моя, здравствуй, подруженька. Мы рады тебя встретить все вместе, всей столицей. О,
Are you not feeling it, man? Happy New Year! Right, so if you are thinking that that was a little bit underwhelming, well, it was. But who cares, man? I mean, come on now. From Tiraspol, from Pridnestrovie, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Come on, man. I'll see you tomorrow, which is today, essentially. Later on, during the day. Bye-bye for now. Well, good morning, everybody. We are back at the Katerina Park. This is the park where all of the festivities of the changing of the New Year's Eve took place. Check out Catherine, man. Look at her, sitting on the throne. So the reason I'm here is because I wanted to have a look at the memorial for the soldiers of the Afghan war. But first, we make a selfie with Catherine. Katerina. This statue reminds me of the statue of Queen Victoria back in Kolkata. All these queens have this certain attitude, you know, on the throne. Now look at this, man. This is the River Dniester, the limit, or the border, let's call it like that, between Pridnestrovie and Moldova. Now for the Moldovans, there is no border, which actually explains why when we crossed to this area, our passports were never controlled on the Moldovan side, you know. I also remember this in the Falklands, at the Malvinas. I met someone in the Malvinas, Falklands, who joined our flight from Ushuaia, you know, and the Argentinians never stamped his passport. Let's make a selfie with the river that essentially gave its name to this here part of the world. Let's see. So, exactly like the Argentinians never checked the passports of people going to the Malvinas because they consider it their own soil. And it's the same with the Moldovans. They don't check your passport because they consider this place their own soil. Look at this, man, the tank we saw yesterday evening. Another interesting thing is the eternal flame. Here it keeps burning at this here square. Check this out. This is a very fascinating thing, man. Look at this. 1986, which is of course the year of the Chernobyl disaster, isn't it? An image of Chernobyl itself. Afghanistan. More dead soldiers. And over there is the building of the Pridnestrovian government with a humongous statue of Lenin. So many Lenins, man, I mean. It's absolutely phenomenal. And this one is big, man, I mean, look at it. Bloody hell. It's quite interesting that Transnistria have kept, first of all, their flag. I mean, I think it's the original flag of this region here from during the Soviet times as an object of identity, you know? Check out this guy, man. I mean, so it says there, Zelensky, right? This was a scientist, and he managed to discover the process for the activated carbon used in gas masks. So you can say that he is the inventor of gas masks. So as we mentioned yesterday, the Moldovans and the Pridnestrovians waged war back in 1992. Now, this is not what I want to comment about, but I want to share with you one of my major misconceptions, man. I mean, So, up until a very mature age, let's call it like that, I used to think that war was a matter of hate. You know, you fight someone because you hate them, or better said, you profoundly dislike them, you know? And it took many, many years and some basic levels of understanding of geopolitics when I came to the conclusion that actually war is an act of politics. It has nothing to do with hate, nothing to do with any of that, you know? And it made me sad. You see, as a younger person, I could not associate war with logic, I associated it only with emotion, not as a political act or as a, you know, act of leverage against another country. Very interesting about myself, and probably very stupid of me. I have to show you this, man. I've never seen anything like it. Check it out. Probably the most impressive statue I've ever seen in my life. Like, I am emotional at the moment. The eternal washing machine. So this one closed in 2000? 2007, huh? So this was an old school for the first 12 classes. Whoa. Yeah. Look at this library, man. What's going on here? I cannot believe that I'm stepping on flipping books. Look at this. Tolstoy. It's War and Peace. Wow. Tolstoy. Tolstoy, everything here is Tolstoy. Wow. And this is Chekhov. I'll be damned, man. I mean, so first of all, why am I stepping on books, man? I mean, couldn't these books be given away, you know, to kids? Holy crap, man. I think it says Pushkin, doesn't it? Yes, it is Pushkin. Cigarette butts. This is essentially the only place we can stand, not stepping on books. Check it out, the old board. There is a bed there. Somebody used this place to sleep at night. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me, man? Look at this. This is the old dentist chair. And besides this, there is the ophthalmologist letterboard. I am profoundly impressed. So these people, these kids, had actually a dentist and an ophthalmologist, or a doctor in any case, in their school. How cool is that? Does your kid have a doctor in their school? Check this out, man. We have medicine. Bromhexin. I probably should not take it for home. Oh, check this out. The kids with the pioneer uniforms and the red scarves. Check it out. Trigonometry. So this school was closed mainly because most of the kids left. you know? This is a small village outside of Tiraspol. So look at this plant. It essentially died and fell. This is the German class. Wohin, wo? This is some sort of biology class, isn't it? Embryos, sections of bones. There's even a dead bird, man. Bloody hell, it couldn't be more fitting for purpose. I think these are also from birds, right? This is chemistry, isn't it? So look, no matter what we think about the Soviet system, if you take the propaganda away, the scientific level was extremely high. Check it out. Instructions how to walk, how to salute as a soldier, how to stand, how to make your personalized gas mask. Talking about being prepared for war as a kid, isn't it? Are your kids prepared for war, man? Like this here, where? Check it out, man. Are these bullet holes? I mean, even these. Was there shooting in this school? And we are back. The place is absolutely empty on the 1st of January, man. It's us, a couple of random people, the Soviet Doma over there, a statue of Pushkin, Mr. Pushkin, old style, isn't he? I stepped on your books, mate, because your people left them there. Another funny thing is that I have absolutely no idea where my friends are. I mean, I'm the only one who has a SIM card. In case you're wondering why you don't see my friends so much, it's not because they don't want. It's mostly because I don't agree with a lot of their views, you know? So, yeah, let's keep it like that for now. Check this guy out, man. This is the famous Ukrainian poet Taras Shevchenko. You can actually see and read it here. Many years ago, I visited Kiev for the Champions League final between Real Madrid and Liverpool. I remember we gathered at the Shevchenko Park as Liverpool fans, you know. That was the guy. He is a cornerstone for Ukrainian literature. And let me show you another thing. Look at that sign. It says Odessa in both languages. It's in Ukrainian and in Russian. I think the double C is the Ukrainian version, and with one C is the Russian version. Only 100 kilometers, man. I mean, it's so close, no matter how far. All borders are closed with Ukraine at the moment. Now, you're not going to believe this, man. I mean, in the last couple of days, we have been taking photos and selfies and videos in front of countless statues of Lenin. But never have I ever, in my life, taken a selfie, or a video selfie, in front of a statue of Harry flipping Potter, man. Look at this. Can anyone explain to me why on earth you have a statue of Harry Potter in Tiraspol, man? I mean, like, what the fuck? Look at this, man. Yuri Gagarin. That's more like it. The first cosmonaut. Imagine being the first flipping person to be flown to space outside of our dear Earth's atmosphere, man. I mean, even thinking about it is crazy. Anyway, that was Yuri back there. Much better than Harry Potter. Come on now. The emptiness of this road is eerie. I mean, it's wild. There's literally no one. So across the street is a stadium. There's an athletic track, a guy running. There are 2 goalposts there, but without net. A bench and this main stand with some seats. There are some seats over there. Now these are for the proletariat. Let's check the VIP section. Oh, look at this. I'm impressed. So the VIP section is essentially exactly the same as this sector. Heavy metal. And this is the old press stand, I guess. Check out this guy, man. It says there, Grigory Ivanovich Kotovsky, 1881-1925. Comrade Kotovsky is the local Moldovan, or better said, Soviet Robin Hood. This guy was born here in the Moldovan region, in Basarabia, and in his early years, he was essentially a bank robber and a bandit. You know the kind. Stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. That kind. Until the First World War, where he fought here in the Tiraspol region, after which he joined the Bolsheviks. He ended up being a commander of the Red Army. And as it very often happens, he was murdered by one of his lieutenants. And also in front of Mr. Kotovsky down there, he is the usual eternal flame, which is completely dry. However, you can actually see down there the pipe of the gas. Remember, all these eternal flames use Russian gas. There's actually a Ferris wheel down here. So first of all, the thing is not working, I guess. Would you even climb to one of these, man? They look scary. There's something profoundly wrong with this amusement park. And we are back in Chisinau, man. We spent 2.5 glorious days in the country that doesn't exist. Not officially, at least. In Pridnestrovie, a country that this lot here, the Moldovans and the Romanians, call Transnistria. The locals back there, though, they hate this term, man, because it's the term that the Romanian and the German fascists used to describe their land, and they profoundly dislike that particular term. Eternal memory to all the police collaborators fallen in the line of duty. What do we think about that, man? Gives you the chills, doesn't it? So not all the stairs in Moldova are death traps. After all these Lenins that we've seen, we finally get to make a selfie with the Holy Father himself. Check him out. Look at our guy, Carlo Marx. And another interesting feature is the one we saw also in, what was the name of the village? Bentere? Romanian in Cyrillic characters. It says Tabla de Onoare, Wall of Honor. So this is the Jewish cemetery of Comrat. Comrat being the capital city of Gagauzia, the autonomous region of Moldova. Now, if you're wondering how the Gagauz people managed to maintain their identity being mostly the language, they did it with the help of Turkey. You see, the Gagauzians are Turkic people, with the only difference being that they are Christian Orthodox and not Muslims. So look at this. It says there, veteran with the red star. So 1887, 1960, and veteran of the Second World War. Just like this lady. I remember when I was a kid watching Fiddler on the Roof, talking about the lives of the Jews in what was to become the Soviet Union. Look at this. The picture is gone.
Got some baby.
There's a lot of gold in these cupolas of the Gagauzians, man. Even the water drain is somewhat goldish. Look at this. Halk Toplushu, Executive Committee of Gagauzia, with quite a lot of Christmas celebration. And we have a Lenin, yet another Lenin, man. I mean, it's crazy how many Lenins we stumbled upon in this trip. Check him out, gazing at Gagauzia from a distance. So this is the cultural center of Comrat, and it says there that it's reconstructed in 2018 with the help of the municipality of Istanbul. And for the Gagauzians, this is a major way to preserve their identity. Remember, they are of Turkic ethnicity, despite the fact that they are Orthodox Christians. So the cultural center, on one hand, with the help of the Turkish government, essentially, the municipality of Istanbul, and also with quite a lot of scholarships for kids from this here area to study in Turkey. Look at this, man. This is ice. Flipping ice. This is an absolute disgrace, man. We have been cheated. What's going on here? There is a derelict tree, a very small golden Lenin, and some garbage. Horrendous. Not even, I don't know, an inscription or something. What's going on? The usual Moldovan stairs, a couple of roses and whatever that is. Garbage, a doggo. Things are not what we expected, are they? A sick-looking Gagauzian doggo. So look at this. This is a banner of the image of the church, packed with bird poo. Look at these flipping birds. Oh my lord, they are, look at them. I hope they are not aiming for the camera. Flipping hell, we must leave. Look at this, I mean, the amount of poo in this church is scary. Let's leave. So good morning, everybody, from the cemetery of memory, of eternal memory, mind you, of Chisinau. Today we are leaving. I will be taking the train to go back to Romania, see friends, you know, socialize a little bit, even more, I mean. And yeah, yesterday, the special operation of the United States against Venezuela was a complete success. It doesn't matter the illegality of the thing, who cares about that? Even our own Greek prime minister declared that it's too early, we shouldn't think about legal stuff at the moment. That was the Greek prime minister. As if the Greek government hasn't been busy accusing the Turkish one of acting illegally in the last 50 years. I wanted to have a photo, or a video in this case, of graves of the dead people from the big war, which we made a promise as Europe never again to repeat. What I like about this cemetery is that the graves are in the perfect vantage point against the living, you know? Let me show you what I mean. So these are the graves, right? All of them with their lovely little red star. However, there are the living. It's nice. It's nice to have an apartment there to view your future, you know? The only reason I'm being slightly ironic is the fact that we don't care about legality, no matter how bad, and he was bad, he was horrible, Maduro was, or any Maduro for that matter. So, this being the case, I salute all of you. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.